All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. It's all at It's Mr. TALIAFERRO. Thank y'all so much for the love and support that y'all have shown the kid. I truly appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this. I'm listening to this J.Cole album. I gave my thoughts on it on my previous video about the Lil Pump disc. I'll come back and talk about it a little bit real quick. I think it's a good album. I don't judge albums without listening to it in the car. Well, the headphones first, car second, then in the club. I like to hear albums 3 different ways. I have not done that with this album yet, so I don't call anything bad. Now, I might call it good, but I definitely don't call anyone's music trash without doing those 3 things first. So I think it has potential to be better than For Your Eyes Only. I think it's definitely better than For Your Eyes Only. And I will say this, I don't know where it will compare to some of his other classics. This is just my opinion. Like when we're talking about Born Center, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, those are personal favorites of mine. 2014 Forest Hill Drive is one of my top 10 favorite albums all time. So I don't know where to compare it to that, but again, we're comparing Cole against his own greatness at this point. It's definitely better than For Your Eyes Only. The message is much clearer in this record than it was in For Your Eyes Only. And that was not one of my favorite projects from Cole. My least favorite from him, actually. So, 2 things that stood out to me about this album. Well, 2 things that stood out to me about this album about people. Right? I'm a reporter. I notice things. And there's 2 things that stood out to me about other people. This Kevin's Hart record. I mean, obviously a clear play on words. Kevin Hart, the comedian, the infamous comedian. By the way, that was in our face that somebody was going to use Kevin Hart and the cheating scandal that he was allegedly a part of. We seen him post on Instagram about how he apologized to his wife for allegedly cheating, you know, and he was actually being extorted. So Kevin's Hart was just in our face. Somebody was going to do it. It just had to be one of the greatest rappers out doing it right now. So let me read a little bit of this chorus to get you, if you have not heard J. Cole's album. So this is about Kevin cheating. J. Cole made a record called Kevin's Hart. And don't clown me for trying to sing, because I know I'm bad. She's my #1, I don't need nothing on the side. Say that I was done for good and don't want no more lies. But my phone be blowing up temptations on my line. I stare at the screen a while before I press decline. But she plants a seed and it still lingers in my mind. Told myself I'm strong enough to shake it and I'm trying. But I'm only human, I know loving you's a crime. If I take this cookie now, one day I'll do the time. Woo! Okay, clearly that is about Kevin Hart. And it's really not about Kevin Hart. I don't think J. Cole's taking a jab at Kevin Hart by any means. And I don't think Kevin Hart will take it personally. And I'm pretty sure J. Cole behind the scenes had his people hit up Kevin Hart's people. Yo, this is about to happen. You know what I mean? This song is happening, whether you're with it or not. Just want you to know that we played off your cheating. We use your word, your name, Kevin's Hart. So this is more about J. Cole's personal relationship. I mean, this is clear as day. And I appreciate Cole for a record like this. Man, I'm in a position, you know, where things happen. You know, there are different temptations out there, but you got to be kind of strong enough to fight it off. It's that's a real thing. You know what I mean? That's a real thing. And I appreciate his honesty. And I appreciate his honesty on this joint. He's talking about how he goes out and there's temptation to cheat, but he's trying not to do it. But he gets that, you know, one little 5-minute, 10-minute mistake, whatever, you know, maybe you go for an hour, whatever. One little mistake could mess up your relationship or mess up in an eternity. And it's that ongoing battle. And I guess he's kind of coinciding that with some things that Kevin Hart, I guess, allegedly dealt with. So I think it's a very powerful record. If you go through the record, I'm not going to do that with this one right here because I went in so in depth in the 1985 joint. I'm not going to do that here, but it's just one of those records where you got to be in a mature space in a relationship to kind of get it. I wouldn't have gotten a record like this 2 years ago. This record speaks to people who, yo, there are temptations out here, and in this world where everybody's fucking, you gotta have some sort of decency. I hate that I had to put it that vulgar, but that's what it is. You gotta have that mind gotta talk to you in them split seconds and shit. We all make mistakes, you know. Sometimes that mind don't talk to you. So I appreciate J. Cole for being honest and vulnerable. He's definitely much more vulnerable about himself, it feels like, on this project. He's a recently married man. He just had a kid as well, I believe. So I appreciate that honesty. Now let's swing over something else that happened on this album that I thought was worth noting. So Smokepurpp was in the studio with J. Cole a few weeks ago, right? And I was like, that's cool, you know, J. Cole showing love to some younger artists, right? If you don't know who Smokepurpp is, I'm not the right guy to tell you who he is. I do know he's pretty close to Lil Pump, I believe. They've done a lot in the past, right? And I thought that was interesting because J. Cole clearly did Lil Pump on his album. And that J. Cole 1985 record was probably done months ago, knowing how Cole works. It wasn't something that was created this week, knowing how Cole works. So I'm thinking to myself, why would Cole, if he had this record in the chamber, why would he work with Smokepurpp? If he knows Smokepurpp and Lil Pump are cool. As a matter of fact, I just watched an interview that Smokepurpp did where he literally just said he believes Lil Pump is better than J. Cole. Now hold on to that. So I'm thinking to myself, why would J. Cole work with Smokepurpp? You don't like Lil Pump's music. I don't think there's that much difference than from Lil Pump to Smokepurpp. I actually like Lil Pump better than I like Smokepurpp. So come on now, let's put all that in perspective here. So Smokepurpp was going around on Instagram saying, forget all this other shit. I'm on J. Cole's album. He was telling everybody, he's like, I'm on J. Cole's album. In the comment section, trolling everyone. I'm on J. Cole's album. I'm on J. Cole's album. And, you know, he's not on J. Cole's album. As a matter of fact, there's no one on J. Cole's album but himself. And he made up this alter ego, I'm guessing. So there is no one, was it Kill Edwards? There is no one on this album. And J. Cole doesn't do features on albums at this point in life. So I don't even know where Smokepurpp heard that at. And I'm guessing maybe last night or maybe 2 days ago, Smokepurpp finally found out he wouldn't be on the project. And then he does that interview that I was telling you about where he says Lil Pump is, and then I don't know if this is the order of how things happen, but he said Lil Pump is better than J. Cole. And I'm so happy J. Cole left Lil Smokepurpp off his album. Do you know how much of a damn fool J. Cole would have looked like if he put Smokepurpp on his album and Smokepurpp thinks Lil Pump, a man that J. Cole just dissed for being trash musically, if Smokepurpp believes Lil Pump is a better rapper than J. Cole. Let me clear this up right now. Lil Pump is not a better rapper, better artist. He's not better at anything in the genre of rap music than J. Cole. Period. In my opinion. I am not fact. It's my opinion. So I like how things work themselves out. It's crazy how you can say, you know, I'm working with, you know, you could be this appreciative of working with J. Cole. You can go brag about him everywhere saying, I'm working with J. Cole. I'm working with J. Cole. I got a record with J. Cole. And then you say somebody you've worked with and Lil Pump is better than him, but I've never seen you be that gassed to work with Lil Pump. You know, and maybe I missed it, but I'm just saying, like, he was literally on Instagram just commenting on people's pages saying, I have a record with J. Cole coming on his album. I got a record. And for you to not be on a project, now Smokepurpp looks crazy. So it's crazy how life plays itself out. I want you guys to talk to me in the comment box below. What do you think about J. Cole's new album, KOD? Definitely the best album of 2018 thus far. I don't even think that's a debate. There's a lot of music coming though. Ye's dropping, Nicki's dropping, Cardi just dropped. By the way, Cole's album to me is better than Cardi's, right? I'm a man though, so I mean I'm not gonna sit around. And I'm a man, and a lot of the shit that Cole talking about relates to me in my life, but I'm not finna sit around and just be bumping Cardi B all day, because she talking that talk for the thoughts and strippers. What y'all think about this new album by J. Cole? Talk to me in the comment box below. Please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, @itsmrtaliaferro for more exclusive quality conversations like this. She my number one and I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah!